Hello students, today I am going to do Year-End Evaluation 2019, Grade 11, done by Department of Education, Northwestern Province, Paper 1. So this is 2 hours paper. You already know two parts are there, Part A and B. Part A you get 25 short questions, each question worth 2 marks, and Part B you get 5 long questions. So each question worth 10 marks, and spaces are given in paper 1. So make sure that you write all the answers within the space. And we'll do the paper here. In the first page you get part A, questions 1 to 6. Then you get questions 7 to 14, 15 to 20. And the last page you are getting 21 to 25. Then part B. Part B, first 2 you get in the first page. Then you get question number 3, 4 and then question number 5. So that's the last question. So make sure that you spend 2 hours, and let's do paper 1. Let's take question number 1. 13,800 rupees was charged as the custom duty when a washing machine worth 46,000 was imported. Find the percentage that was charged as custom duty. So custom duty is 13,800 rupees. The washing machine is 46,000. So as a percentage, you multiply by 100%. So 2 zeros and 1 0 get cancelled out. What's the answer here? 3 times 6, 18. 3 times 4, 12 plus. So this is 3 times that. So 3 times 10, 30%. So you get 2 marks for each question in part A. Question number 2, simplify. Algebraic fractions. So you have to make the same denominator. What's the lowest common multiple of 3b and b? That's 3b. So you get 5 here. Convert to 3b, multiply by 3. Make sure that you put brackets. Now simplify. 5 minus 3 plus 3b equals 3b. 5 minus 3 equals 2. 2 plus 3b over 3b. That's the answer. So 2 marks for that. Question number 3. A sector of a circle PQR is cut and removed from a square-shaped lamina. The remaining portion is shaded. If the arc length of PR is 22 centimeters, calculate the side length of the square-shaped lamina. So we need to find out this length. So the perimeter. The arc length is given 22. So we can find out what's the radius of the sector. So here what's the formula for quarter of a circle? 1/4 of 2 pi r. 2 times pi 22 over 7 into r. R is the side length now. That's equal to 22. Now find r. 2 times 2, 2 times 11. So r becomes 22 divided by 11 multiplied by 7. 11 times 2, 2 times 7, 14. So r means the side length. So that's PQ or SR. Side length is equal to 14 centimeters. So 2 marks for that. Question number 4. According to the data marked on the quadrilateral PQRS, name a pair of congruent triangles and mention the case of congruency. Look at carefully. What can you say? This length and this angle included. So we'll take SPR triangle and this one, SQR triangle, SPR triangle and SQR triangle. What can you say? SP is equal to QR and that angle is equal PSR. Angle is given equal to this one, SRQ. That's given. And what else? Now, what can you say about SR? SR length is common. So, side, angle, side. So, we can say SPR triangle is congruent to SQR triangle. That's SAS, side, angle, side, and angle is the included angle. So, 2 marks for that. Question number 5. The distance time graph is distance of the motion of a bus is given below. Calculate the speed of the bus within last 30 minutes. Speed of the bus in the last 30 minutes means this one. So, how you find out this one? So, we can find out the distance travelled here. What is this? 50 minus 30, that's 20. What is the time taken? 70 minus 40, that's 30. So, you can find out speed by distance over time. Distance over time. Distance is 50 minus 30. Time is 70 minus 40. So, you get 20 over 30, or you can write 2/3. This is in kilometers per minute. So, how you now this is in kilometers per minute. So, we'll convert to kilometers per hour. So, what you have to do? 2/3 there. So, you have to divide by 1 over 60 means multiply by 60. Multiply by 60, then it becomes kilometers per hour. So, 3 times 20, 20 times 2, 40 kilometers per hour. So, you get 2 marks for that. Question number 6. Find the lowest common multiple of 8mn, 6m squared and 4m. So, 8mn, that's 2 times 2 times 2, or you can write 2 to the power 3 because lowest common multiple. So, 2 to the power 3 into m into n. 6m squared, how can you write? 2 times 3 into m squared. 4m, that's 2 times 2, 2 to the power 2 into m. Now, we'll find out lowest common multiple. You need to find out the highest power of the factor. So, highest power is 3. So, 2 to the power 3 and 1 3 is there. M, what's the highest power? M squared, and n is there. That's the highest power of n. So, 2 to the power 3 is 8. 8 times 3, 24. M squared n is the lowest common multiple. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 7. Write log 10 base 56.3 is in index notation. So how you do that? You can write this one like 10 squared is 100. That means log 10 base 100 is 2. So here think about 10 to the power 2 that way. So 10 to the power 1.7505 is equal to 56.3. That's the index notation. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 8. ABCD is a straight line. According to the given data, find the magnitude of ECD. Magnitude of ECD. This angle. So how can you find out that angle? We can easily find out this angle. 60 is the exterior angle. So what is that angle? 60 minus 25. 35. So what is ECD? 180 minus 35. 145 degrees. That's the angle. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 9. A certain task can be completed in 3 days by 12 men. So 3 days by 12 men. It is expected to complete twice the task like the initial task in 8 days. So how many man days for this? 12 times 3? 36. Now it is twice the task. Twice the task means 36 times 2? 72 man days work needs to complete in 8 days. Find how many men are required to complete the second task in 8 days. So 72 divided by 8. So you need 9 men to complete that task. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 10. Factors of 6x squared minus 7x plus 2 can be represented as 2x minus 1 into ax plus b. Find the values of a and b. So we have to factorize that. So one factor is 2x minus 1. You can easily find out without finding the factors again. Like this, you can see when you multiply this one, you are getting 6x squared. 2 times a is there. 2 times a is 6. So that means 2a becomes 6. A becomes 3. 6 divided by 2. That's easy. So because only where you get x squared is this term into this term. 2ax squared is equal to 6x squared. So you can compare the coefficients. That's one method. And how you find out b? The last term. The last term is this. So minus b becomes 2. So what is b? B becomes minus 2. So what's the other factor? 3x minus 2. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for finding b, 1 mark for finding a. Question number 11. The square root of a certain number to the first approximation is 4.5. Select the relevant number from the following. So 4.5 multiplied by 4.5, what you get? Multiply 40 and 5, and later you can keep the decimal point So here put 0 and 4 times 5, 22 remaining. 4 times 4, 16 plus 2, 18. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 4, 20 plus 2, 22. So keep 2 decimal places. 20.25. So which one is closer? Not 21. This is 2 is in the first decimal place. So 20 is the closest value. So 2 marks for that. AB and BC are 2 chords of the circle with the center O. The midpoints of the above 2 chords X and Y. Respectively, if XOY is 115. This one is 115. Find the magnitude of ABC, this angle. How can we find out that one? So this is the radius, not the radius, from the center to the chord of the midpoint. So this is perpendicular. And this is also perpendicular according to chord theorem. 90 is there. This is 115. So you can easily find out the other angle by subtracting from 360 all the angles. So ABC angle 360 minus 90 and 90, 180 and 115 you have to add. 360 minus 295. So 295, 5. So 65 is the other angle. So 2 marks for that. Question number 13, solve. Half x into x plus 1 equals 0. Multiply both sides by 2. You get 2 times 0 is 0. 2 get cancelled out. Now the product is equal to 0. That means x becomes 0, or x plus 1 equals 0. So x becomes minus 1. So 0 and minus 1. So 1 mark here and 1 mark for this. Question number 14. An equilateral can be obtained. Triangle can be obtained by joining ABC points on the circle with the center O. Find the magnitude of ABO. ABO, this angle. Now this is an equilateral triangle. This is 60, 60, 60. Now see, if this is 60, what is this angle? This is the angle subtended at the center, and this is the angle subtended on the circumference. So this should be double as that. 60 times 2, 120. And we know this length is equal to this length because those are radii. So we can easily find out OB A angle or ABO angle. So how you do that? One angle is 120 and equally divide the other two. So subtract from 180, 120 and divide by 2 because equally divided the two angles because this is an isosceles triangle. 60 divided by 2, you get 30 degrees. 2 marks for that. Question number 15. Straight line AB in the coordinate plane, find the intercept and the gradient. Here intercept easily we can see, no? This is the intersecting point. So C is the intercept, that's 1. What is gradient? Gradient is the slope. Now see, we can take this point and this point. What's this point? 3 with 7. And what is this point? 0 with 1. You can take the difference between coordinates. So gradient m is equal to difference between y coordinates 7 minus 1 over 3 minus 0. Because we know m is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 6 over 3, you get 2. So gradient is 2. 1 mark for C, that's intercept. 1 mark for gradient. Question number 16. In ABC triangle, right angle triangle, tan theta is equal to 3 over 4. So 3 means opposite. We can write opposite is that, adjacent is 4. Which ratio is 3 over 5? So what's BC? We can use Pythagoras theorem to find BC. BC squared is 3 squared plus 4 squared, and you get 9 plus 16, that's 25. That means 5 squared. So what is BC? 5. So this is 5. Now what is the ratio 3 and 5? Opposite and hypotenuse. So sine ratio. So sine theta equals 3 over 5. Opposite over hypotenuse. So 2 marks for that. Question number 17. Write down the set of A union B dash with elements. So A union B dash means outside that. So 1 and 6. Easily you can find out that. 1 and not 8, 6. 1 and 6. So 2 marks for that question as well. So you need to know what is dash means. Outside the whole inside part. A union B is everything inside. Outside means 1 and 6. Question number 18. According to the figure in the given diagram, write down the relationship between AB and XY. According to midpoint theorem, we can say XY is half of AB, or AB equals double of XY. According to midpoint theorem. Because we can see this is the midpoint, this is also the midpoint. Then what's ACB? This angle. Now look at this one here. This is an isosceles triangle. If this is 55, this is 55. And if this is 55, this is also 55 by same segment angles. So we can write ACB angle is 55 because XBY angle, not XBY, XDY angle is 55. So same segment angles. Two marks for that. 1 mark for this, 1 mark for second part. Question number 19. Simplify matrices and find the values of x and y. So here 2 is there outside. So first you have to multiply all elements by 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times minus 1, minus 2. 2 times 0, 0. That one add with this. So we'll add it. We get 6 minus 1. Corresponding elements you can add. 6 minus 1, 5. 8 plus 4, 12. Minus 2 and 2, 0. 0 and y, y. This is same as x12, y. This is 4 given. 4 and 0. Now you can compare the elements. You get x equals 5 and y equals 4. So you get 2 marks for that. 1 mark for x value, 1 mark for y value. Question number 20. In ABC triangle, midpoints of AB, BC and AC are P, Q, R. These are mid values. If the information given is correct, put tick in the cage next to it. Area of PQR triangle, PQR triangle is 4 times of area of ABC triangle. So this should be other way round. 4 of these triangles, this is equal to ABC, not area of PQR is 4 times the other. So that's wrong. 1/4, other way round should be given. Then BPRQ. BPRQ is a parallelogram. Is it a parallelogram? We know this side is parallel to this side. But we don't know about these two. Yeah, these two also parallel. See, when you take the midpoint theorem other way round, that's parallel. And yeah, this way also parallel. All sides are parallel. So that means it's correct. Opposite sides are parallel. That means the statement is true. Perimeter of PQR. PQR perimeter of the triangle is quarter of perimeter of ABC triangle. That's wrong. That's half, because this is double of that. So just multiply by 2, not by 4. So other way around, quarter. So that's wrong. So you get 2 marks for writing down all 3 correct answers. Question number 21. The volume of the cylindrical shaped metal rod with the length 2 meters is 2100 cubic centimeters. Calculate the area of the cross section in square centimeters. We know that volume of the cylinder is cross-sectional area into length is volume. Cross-sectional area we need to find. Length is 2 meters. That one in centimeters, 200. 2 times 100 is equal to 2100. So what is A? Cross-sectional area. 2100 divided by 200. 2 zeros get cancelled out. 21 divided by 2. 10.5 square centimeters is the cross-sectional area. So 2 marks for that. Question number 22. A and B are 2 mutually exclusive events. If PA equals 1/4 and PB is 1/3, find the value of PA union B. So mutually exclusive means no intersection. So what is PA union B? Is just the addition of PA and PB. So PA is given 1/4, PB is 1/3. Just add the 2 because mutually exclusive given, no intersection. So 12 is the common denominator. 3 plus 4, you get 7/12. 2 marks for that. Question number 23. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. AD and BC are produced up to E and F respectively. DC is parallel to EF. Find the magnitude of X and Y using the given information. Easily you can find out X because allied angles add up to 180. So 2x plus x equals 180. 3x is 180 means x becomes 180 divided by 3. That's 60 degrees. We found x. Now we need to find out y angle. Now what can you say about this angle and this angle? To the cyclic quadrilateral, exterior angle is equal to opposite interior angle. So 2x equals y. So 2x means 2 times 60, you get 120. So 2 marks for that. 1 mark we'll give for x, 1 mark for y value. Question number 24. PQ is the locus of a point moving at a constant distance from a straight line AB. Draw a sketch of the construction lines required to locate the point M on PQ and equal distance from two fixed points A and Q. So how you find out equal distance to A and Q? You need to remember 4 loci points. The equidistance from a point is a circle. Equidistance from 2 points is a perpendicular bisector. And equidistance from 2 adjacent lines is an angle bisector. And equidistance from a line is a parallel line above and below. So already one given, and you need to find out the second one, equidistance from 2 points. So what you do, you keep the compass here, draw an arc here, draw an arc above and below and connect it. That's the perpendicular bisector. Then the intersecting point of the perpendicular bisector and PQ, that's the M point. So you get 2 marks, 1 for drawing the perpendicular bisector and 1 for marking the M point. And see the last question? That's cumulative frequency curve given. The cumulative frequency curve represents information of the number of leaves taken by the employees of a certain office. If the quartile Q1 is 10, find the interquartile range. Q1 is 10. So that means this one. So we'll draw and see. Quarter is that. So that means here, this is the full thing, 40. So a quarter of that is this. So what is 3 times of that? So this is the Q3. That's 20. So you need to find out interquartile range. So Q3 we can say 20. So interquartile range is equal to Q3 minus Q1. That's 10. So you get 2 marks for that. So we covered all 25 short questions in part A. So let's do paper 1, part B. That's about fraction question. So you get 4 parts there. Mr. Cicero spent 11/15 of the amount of money he earned, bought a land and built a house. He spent only 1/3 of the amount of the money he earned to buy the land. Find what fraction of the total amount was used to build the house. So here he spent 11/15 of the amount of money he earned to bought a land and built a house. So that's for both. He spent only 1/3 of the amount of the money he earned to buy the land. So what fraction of the total amount was used to build the house? So the difference, 11 over so that means the difference, 11/15 minus 1/3. Lowest common multiple is 15. So convert it. 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 1, 5. 11 minus 5 is 6 out of 15. Or you can simplify and write divide by 3, 2/5. After spending money to buy the land and build the house, Mr. Cicero spent 3/4 of rest of money to buy furniture for the house. What fraction of the total amount of earned money did Mr. Cicero spend to buy furniture? So here 11/15 spent for building house and buying the land. So what is the remaining amount? Remaining part is 1 minus 11 over 15. That's 15 over 15 minus 11 over 15 is 4 over 15. That's the remaining part. And you need to find out the amount he spent for furniture. 3/4 of the rest. So 3/4 of the rest. So furniture, what's the part for furniture? 3/4 of the remaining part, 4 over 15. So 3 times 1, 3 times 5 and 4 get cancelled out. You get 1 over 5 parts for furniture. So how many marks given for these two steps? 3 marks given for 2/5 and 1/5 3 marks. And let's do the next one. At the end of all these expenses, Mr. Cicero deposited the remaining amount of money in the bank. It was 1/15 of the amount of money he earned. How many times the amount of money spent to buy furniture when compared to the amount deposited in the bank? So at the end of all these expenses, Mr. Cicero deposited the remaining amount of money. So what is the remaining? It was 1 over 15 of the amount of money he earned. How many times the amount of money spent to buy furniture when compared to the amount of deposited in the bank? So what is the amount for furniture? 1 over 5. So how many times? 1 over 5 and 1 over 15 you have to compare. 1 over 5 for furniture, 1 over 15 for 1 over 15 is the amount of money he earned. So when you compare 1 over 5, you can take the same denominator, 15. That means this is 3. 3 times higher. So how many times the amount of money spent to buy furniture? So 3 times of the deposited amount. If Mr. Cicero deposited 180,000 in the bank, calculate the total amount of money he earned. So deposited 1 divided by 3 is the furniture, and you can find out the total amount, or you can say 1 over 15 is this much, because we know the deposited amount is 1 over 15. That's easy. So you can do 1 over 15 is 180,000. So what's the 15 parts? So total amount 180,000 into 15. 15 times 18. 8 plus 9, 17. So 270. So this is 270,000 rupees is the total amount. So let's see the marks. Here we need to put another 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. We forgot to put another 0. So that means 2,700,000 rupees. Okay, so we'll give marks now. This is 3 times bigger. That's 2 marks. And this one, 2,700,000 rupees. That's 2 marks. So 2 and 2, 4, and 6, 10 marks for that question. Let's take question number 2. This is about area arc length. The given figure is a sketch of a wall hanging consisting of a square shape part A, B, C, D and a semicircular part C, D. Write the special name of the shape ABO. That's a right angle triangle. So ABO is a right angled triangle because 90 degree is there. Find the arc length of the semicircular shape. So this is 14 is given. Diameter is 14. So arc length 1/2 semicircle 2 pi r. 2 into 22 over 7. So the radius is 7. Diameter is 14. 7, 7 get cancelled out. 2 and 2 get cancelled out. You get 22 centimeters is the arc length. So you get marks. Here we can write isosceles as well. Here these two lengths are equal. Right angled isosceles triangle . So 1 mark for that. And 22, that's 2 marks. Part 3. Show that the ratio between the area of the semicircular shape to the area of the ABCD square shape is 11 to 28. So we need to find the semicircular area. So half into pi r square. So 22 over 7, radius is 7. 7 squared. And what's the area of the square? That's ABCD. 14 times 14. Now we can simplify. 7, 7, 2 with this, 11 times 7. Divide by 7, you get 11. 2. Here you get 2 times 14. That's 28. And this side is 11. 11 to 28. If the area of the shape OAB is 49 square centimeters, calculate the height of the wall hanging. So we need to find out the height. So we can use the area of the triangle. Half into we'll take the height. Perpendicular height here to here is h. Half into AB. AB is 14 into height is equal to 49. We can find the perpendicular height. 7h is that. So h becomes 49 over 7. That's 7 centimeters. So what's the height of the wall hanging? 7 is there. 14. And then this is the radius again. That's 7. So the total is 14 and 14. 28 centimeters is the total height of the wall hanging. So let's give marks. So this is the third part. So showing that 11 to 28, that's 4 marks. And finding height as 7 and then add everything. So you get 3 marks for everything. So 7 and 3, 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do question number 3. This is about investing money and share market and another part about commission. A public limited company issues 600,000 shares to the public at 8 rupees per share to raise its capital. Mr. Suresh purchases 12,000 shares in this company. Find the amount of money Mr. Suresh invests in this company. So this one share is 8 rupees. So what's the invested amount? Invested amount each one 8, 12,000 shares. 3 zeros, 8 times 2, 16 and 9, 96,000 rupees. Express his position by investing money in the company as a percentage. So 96,000 he invested. The total number is 600,000 into 8 because each share is 8 rupees and as a percentage you multiply by 100. So this 3 zeros get cancelled out. This 3, this 2 with this 2 and 6 times 1, 16. So 1, 6 and 36, that's 6. 8 times 2. So 2% is the answer. So let's give marks for these two. You can give 2 marks for this one and 2 marks for this part. Part 3. The company pays 30,000 rupees dividend income for a year to Mr. Suresh. Find the annual dividends the company paid per share. So 30,000 dividend income. So how many shares he bought? Suresh bought 12,000 shares. So you can write dividend per share. $30,000 divided by 12,000 shares. So 3 zeros. So 12 times 2, 24 and for 60 that's 5. So 2.5 rupees per share. So third part, and you can put 2 rupees and 50 cents, 2.50, 2 rupees and 50 cents, 2 marks for that. Part B, a company charged 3% of commission when selling a land. Calculate the amount of commission paid when selling the land for 800,000. So 3% of that, 3 over 100 into 800,000. 2 zeros get cancelled out. You get 3 times 8, 24 and 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 24,000 rupees. Calculate the remaining amount of money the landowner gets. We subtract the value. 800,000 minus 24,000. So you get 776,000 rupees. So we'll see how many marks for that. 24,000, that's 2 marks. And 776,000, that's 2 marks again. So 2 and 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks for that. There are 2 levels in a single player computer game. If the player wins the first level only, can play the second level. If he loses the first level, wants to play the first level again. The probability of winning the first level is 4 over 5 and the second level is 1 over 3. So this is 1 over 3. Kasun plays the above computer game twice An incomplete tree diagram to represent this information is given below. Write down the corresponding probabilities on the branches. So winning probability is 4 over 5. So losing is 1 over 5. If it's second time, now if he wins, again winning chance is 1/3. So 2/3. What about this one? If he loses in the first round, he has to start from the beginning. So winning the first game, 4 over 5 and 1 over 5. So those are the probabilities. So how many marks for that? You are getting 4 marks. 1/3, 2/3, 4 over 5 and 1 over 5. Second part, using the tree diagram, find the probability that Kasun wins the game in second time. These are the probabilities. So this becomes 1 over 5, 1/3, 2/3 and 4 over 5 and 1 over 5 are the probabilities. Now we'll see, using the tree diagram, find the probability that Kasun wins the game in second time. So second times winning. Probability of second time winning is equal to so if he wins, he can win again. So 4 over 5 into 1/3, or if he lose, he can win again for the first time here. So 1/5 into 4 over 5. So you get 4 over 15 plus 4 over 25. So what's the common one? So you get 15 and 25, what's the common one? So we have to take 50, 150. 150 is the common denominator. So 10 times 4, 40. This is 25 times 6. 6 times 4, 24. You get 64 over 150. So divide by 2. So 32 over 75. So let's see marking scheme, and here you get 2 marks for that. 2 marks for this step, 32 over 75. So we gave 6 marks altogether. Now let's see part B. There are 3 games as P1, P2, P3 in Kasun's computer and 4 games as P1, P2, P3, P4 in Chamod's computer. Kasun and Chamod randomly select one game and play. Represent the relevant sample space with respect to random experiment in shown below. So Chamod and Kasun. So there are 3 games as P1, P2, P3 in Kasun's one. So P1, P2, P3 in Kasun's computer and 4 games. P1, P2, P3, P4 in Chamod's computer. So represent the relevant sample space. So you can, anybody can play any game because these are independent. So all possibilities we have to consider. So 3 times 4 altogether 12. 12 is the sample size space. If A is the event of selecting 2 different games, encircle the elements of A in the grid. 2 different ones. So you can take the same thing. So without taking these 3, you have to take this one. And this set. So you can't take these 3. So that's A. Find PA dash now. So PA dash is, PA is this, dash is 3. So 3 out of 12. That means 1 over 4. So how many marks? 1 mark for that. And encircle this one, 1 mark. And here marking all the points there, 2 marks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4, 10 marks. So we gave all 10 marks for that. So that's part B. And we'll take question number 5. Question number 5, it's about pie chart and you have to draw a frequency polygon. The pie chart given in the figure shows the marks obtained by a certain set of students for the Olympiad paper out of 60 marks. The number of students who obtain marks between 50 to 60 is 4. 50 to 60. That means 4 students are given here. And the angle at center of the sector is 30 degrees. So y is given 30. That's 50 to 60. That's 3. And you need to, it's not 3, it's 4. And it says y, this angle is 30. So y is 30 degree angle. Calculate the magnitude of the angles at the center of each sector and write them on the relevant dotted lines given in the pie chart. So angle you have to write, not the number. So we'll write down the angles. This is 30 degrees given. And then this becomes y is 30 means 2y. That's 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. That's 2y. Now we have to find x angle. What is x? 60, 60, 30. So 90 and another 90, 180, 180 plus 60, 240. So you can find x angle. X angle is 360 minus 240. 120. So x is 120 degrees. And this is given 90 degrees. So those are the angles. Now you have to find out number. 30 means 4. 40 to 50, that's 60. That's double of that. So that means 8. So we found 40 to 50 is double of this 8. That's same as 0 to 20. So that's 8. And 20 to 30. 20 to 30 is 120. Double of that. So that means 16 is there. 8 times 2. Then what's 30 to 40? So 30 times 3 is 90. So this is 4. 4 times 3, 12. So that's the table. So let's see how many marks for that. 2y is 60, x equals 120, and representing the pie chart. So 3 marks. 3 marks for all this. And then you are getting 8, 16, 12, 8, 4, 2 marks for that. Now we have 8, 16, 12, 8, 4. Using the above table, complete the histogram and draw the frequency polygon. So we can find out the number and the intervals 0 to So we can say 20 to 30 here, 0 to 20. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, up to 60. Now we have to think about equal bars. 50 to 60, that's 4. So you can draw the bar 50 to 60, that's 4. So we'll first mark the points. So this is up to 16 is there. But the class widths are not the same. So only difference is here. So 16 we need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so we can put 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And you can draw the bars now. 50 to 60, that's 50 to 60, that's 4. 40 to 50, that's also width is okay, that's 8. 30 to 40, that's 12. 20 to 30, that's 16. Only problem is here. This is 0 to 20. Width is not the same, so you have to divide this by 2 because there are 2 intervals like that. So divide by 2, you get 4 here, 4 each. So you can draw the bar now here to here. And that's the histogram. Now we'll take the midpoints to draw the frequency polygon. Midpoint of equal bars. So it should be the same. And mark the midpoint after that interval and before that interval as well. And now connect. So that's the frequency polygon. So we'll see how many marks for that. Four, and you get 3 marks for histogram and 2 marks for the frequency polygon. So this is 5 and you got 5 before. So altogether 10 marks given. So we completed all questions in paper 1, 25 short questions and 5 long questions. So you have to spend only 2 hours for paper 1. So make sure that you do the paper and watch my video to check your answers.